And for this one, we're going to have Sonya driving Cookie up against Matthew with Goldrush. Now, Matthews is an interesting one. Matthews is actually quite a seasoned driver, but Goldrush is a completely new bot for him, kind of an experimental design. No idea how well this thing's going to work. In the right side. Sonya, on the other hand, driving the tried, tested, and true Viper kit with a nice hard titanium wedge on the front. So Goldrush over in the blue corner there with Matthew. You can see that one has a vertical spinning disc bar thing with giant teeth on it. Whatever it is, it's going to hurt if you get hit by it. And it's in a frame that is kind of triangular, actually. It's a very interesting one. It's got wedges on both sides to try and direct the opponent up and into the weapon. But it's completely symmetric, so if it gets flipped over, it's still got a wedge, it's still got a weapon. The only difference there is the weapon's going kind of the wrong direction. You really want it to be spinning upwards for kind of like an uppercut punch. Whereas if it's spinning downwards and pushing your opponent into the ground, you're basically just kind of pushing yourself up in the air a little bit. So make some noise, make some sparks, but doesn't necessarily get the hit you want. Still better than nothing. Definitely don't want to be stranded on your back and have no weapon or no ability to drive. So should still be capable in both directions, but certainly works better if you can read the writing. All right, testing out that weapon. It does turn, that's important. Hate to go without it. When you're ready, dear, you can just hit your button. Good. All right, both drivers are ready, so we will begin in 3, 2, 1, fight. And Goldrush moving in here. Doesn't have the weapon on just yet. There he goes, bringing it up. Cookie trying to decide what angle to take it at. Oh, almost managed to get away from that one, but gets bounced off the weapon there. Now getting hit from behind. It's upside down, which is going to be a lot harder to control in that configuration. The controls are kind of half reversed if you find yourself upside down, which can be really difficult. Cookie trying to get the control of this robot and direct it the right way, but it's very difficult, especially in the rookie class, to understand how to do that. As Goldrush now hitting the wedge on the front, helpfully trying to tip Cookie back over and get her into the right position. Goldrush coming in to try and hit. Cookie getting out of the way just at the right moment, avoiding that big weapon. Goldrush definitely wants to go for those wheels and could easily take them off, but he's also trying to be a little bit sporting, trying to give her the opportunity to get right side up, but it's kind of hard. This robot seems to want to stay on its upside down. Hitting into the back of the frame again. Goldrush's weapon able to bounce it around. Maybe not the most powerful spinner that we've seen here, but certainly capable. Minute 52 still on the clock, but something seems to be going a little bit loose. There we go. Now Goldrush running again, hitting from behind, and now Cookie is up on the wall and flat once again. You can see the back of that frame is taking a fair bit of a beating from that weapon. Goldrush going in for a hit on the front wedge, but ramping over top as Cookie tries to get her bearings and run in at Goldrush. There we go, heading towards, but unfortunately gets past, and Goldrush now against those soft foam wheels on the side, trying to get a good hit on it, but I think he's having a little bit of trouble steering the thing. It is a little wobbly, especially after a few hits. That is what tends to happen with these spinning robots. Things get a little bit out of sync and messed up. But as he ramps up the weapon speed, that helps to balance it a bit. 1 minute 15 still on the clock. Ticking again on the side of Cookie there, hitting that square side of the Fingertech Viper kit. And Goldrush trying to get around behind, again, bouncing around quite a bit. In some ways, it's easier to steer if the weapon is spun down, but at the same time, it seems to be a little bit off balance in that state and seems to actually be better balanced when it's spun up. Coming into the back of Cookie, jamming into the wheel. Weapon now stalled out for a moment. And I see everything moving on his hands. I don't know if that weapon wants to spin back up again. Seems to be having a little bit of trouble activating it, but pushing from behind on Cookie here. 40 seconds still to go as Cookie is trying to get towards him, but it looks like Goldrush is in many ways the more maneuverable bot, a fair bit faster. 30 seconds to go. Goldrush pushing into Cookie, hitting in towards the blue hazard as Cookie pushes back, trying to get out of that corner. Yeah, Goldrush's weapon does not appear to be working, or maybe he's just trying to be safe with it. He does still have 16 seconds on the clock as he pushes Cookie's wedge into the blue hazard, grinding up against it. See little bits of stuff coming off of it with 10 still to go. Each one lining up. There we go. Now he's bringing up the weapon. 3, 2, 1, and time is over. That is the end of the fight. Good job to both Matthew and Sonya. Well done. This will be going to a judge's decision. Once again, our 3 judges have to decide based on damage, aggression, and control shown throughout the fight who will be the winner. This rookie class is very difficult, even with as a brand new driver. Just being able to get your vehicle to drive in a straight line is quite a trick. And the judges have decided the winner will be Matthew with Goldrush. Congratulations, Matthew.